Is it working? Yay! How's everyone's day today? Hopefully it's good.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, let
Can
me
you
just
hear me okay?
output real quick.
There we go.
Okay, I think I can hear you now.
Okay. Just wanted to see how you were doing. And I wanted to ask, you were saying that you're friends with Lisa, but Lisa's not friends with you. Do you think that she's going to go to rehab?
I mean, I really hope she goes.
Because she was supposed to go today or tomorrow, and she's saying that she needs $35 to buy t-shirts and shoes and socks. And she did that months ago when she was supposed to go the other time. She told us that she bought the t-shirts and that. So I didn't know if she was just doing, because she's not getting any money, she's asking for money. Because she was saying today in one of her things that, well, if I don't get the money, I'm just not going to go. So that's why I asked, because
I
I know
think she.
I, I know
Go
you've
ahead.
been, I know you've been pushing her to try to, for her to go. So I'm just wondering, how can we help you to get her into rehab? You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely understand what you're saying. Just unfortunately, I feel like there's no way that we can do anything to get her into rehab. It's something that she has to want to do.
Right. I know, I understand that. But I just figured because you guys were friends that she would listen to you. I
I
mean,
think that I think that's
whatever
putting
that's
too
worth.
much responsibility on Kim, to be honest. Like not to be rude. I'm really trying not to be rude, Rosie, but I really think that's too much responsibility to put on Kim. I don't think it was ever Kim's job to put Lisa in rehab. That is her responsibility. And I think all the lies that she feeds everybody is is what she's even going to feed to Kim, even if Kim tries to be her friend again. Kim, to you, I would say I get that you're hurting, and I get that even though that relationship was toxic, that you feel you actually lost a real friend. But at the end of the day, she was never your friend. She's always been using you.
Yeah, it just sucks to think of it like that because
I mean,
I.
there's part of me that thinks uh some of Lisa really does care about you. Like the
She does not. No, she does not. She
listen,
cares
I'm
how
talking
much
about
money she can
yes,
get.
yes, I agree, but like deep down, like as a human being, right? If somebody shows you that much love and attention, if it really is as one-sided as Kim says, like yes, I agree. It's all transactional. Her drug addict mind, she's just literally like fucking
You
Kim's an
understand
ATM machine.
what a narcissist is?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right, but you don't think that there's part of Lisa like a little bit?
Absolutely not. I think Lisa is a master manipulator. She has perfected
Yes.
gaslighting,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
gaslit the shit out of everyone, including Kim. Now, I'm not saying that Kim is innocent in all this and that she hasn't been toxic in her own way because she has her own faults. But I'm saying Kim has been used and abused in this situation as well.
I definitely admit my faults and my wrongdoings in the situation. Like, I understand that I am and have been one of Lisa's biggest enablers. But we also were friends. I don't know. I thought of it as a friendship. I thought that there was a lot that we can relate on, and that we always had some like really good conversations. And there's just like we were able to connect on a lot of topics, and
But that's
it
all
wasn't
part of the
always
game for her.
it wasn't always just about drugs. Like, maybe some of it, but I don't know.
Have you been in an abusive relationship in your past? Because
I don't feel like yeah, I have.
okay, so I think you've fallen into that pattern again, and people that have been in abusive relationships tend to fall into friendships and relationships that aren't healthy for them. It's just something to look into for yourself if you want to, but I would look into that, and I really don't think she's your friend. I'm really sorry. I don't think that she cares that you're crying. If she did, she would be here instead of begging for money on TikTok right now. If she cared how you felt, she'd be here trying to make it right.
I mean, just to say something, but she has been trying to call her all day. Not saying she's not trying to call her for
For
money or
money.
whatever.
For money.
And
Right.
Absolutely.
maybe Lisa is here. Flip floppers. How about
Right.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I
How
was trying
about
to say.
that? How about that? Now what?
Lisa, nobody here is a flip flopper. We have
You
called
guys are,
you.
ma'am. You respectfully are. You guys all were fucking slamming Kimmy. Now all of a sudden it's kiss Kimmy's ass.
I'm
Like,
not
come
kissing
on,
Kimmy's
bro.
ass.
Yins are all
Nobody.
kissing her fucking ass, bro. But
No,
I'm
we're
glad.
not.
I'm glad.
You
I'm
are
glad.
a
He
narcissist.
deserves.
You
Kim,
are
mute her.
100%
Mute her. Kim,
narcissist.
mute her, please. Kim
What, you
deserves.
can't handle
Kim
it?
deserves. Kim deserves love and respect. She's a fucking person. She didn't deserve everybody coming up here and being like, "Oh, hey, Lisa, blah blah blah," and fuck you, Kim. She didn't deserve any of that shit.
Nobody's
I'm
saying
happy.
fuck you, Kim.
The abuse that you
Nobody's
give
saying
Lisa.
fuck you, Kim.
You have used her
Ma'am,
day
you need to
and
shut
day
the
and day.
Hi, Juice. Ma'am,
Kim is a grown ass woman. She can speak for her fucking self. She doesn't need you coming up here talking all this bullshit.
Fucking part.
Actions speak louder than fucking words. You're the one
You
that did her
used
dirty,
her.
not us. Fuck
Lisa, you
talking
literally
about?
used Kim for money. Don't even. I have the DMs from people to prove it. Shut up.
You have no idea what's going on.
Oh,
Zero.
yes, I do. I know a lot more than you
No,
think.
you don't. Really?
Oh, want to make a bet?
Yeah, I do actually. How much?
I'm not giving you money. I'm not dumb.
Then what the fuck are you? You said it, bitch. Not me.
No one should be giving you money.
What's going on? What's going on?
I can't
You're in
say
jail.
anything because I was sworn to secrecy.
You
But
don't know
there is
what the
people
fuck.
that know who I've been talking to, so
I
I
don't
know
care who
things.
you've been talking to. Me and Kim know what's going on. That's who knows.
Hey, Kim, do you know who's been talking to me?
Lisa.
No.
Lisa.
Yes.
I do think I have an idea who you have been talking
You know, so you know what I know.
Lulu, come here.
Who cares what
Can
you
I just
know?
say
The
something
whole
really quick?
internet knows the truth. Like, you're
Can I
not
just
fucking
say?
No, they don't know what I know.
Then you know something wrong, ma'am, because everything that's out there is fucking out there. That's going on.
Lulu, come here. Kim, I'm
Lisa,
not attacking you,
I have
but
never been Kim's, like, I've never condoned any of your guys' behavior. I've never been fuck Kim, fuck Lisa. I just fucking
That's fair.
silently watch.
That's fair. That's fair, man.
However, can I just point out that, like, whatever you guys got going on, okay, this
Mhm.
girl obviously is visibly fucking hurt by what you've done. So therefore, you come into her Discord, and the moment that somebody is talking, you immediately go, Kim, mute her, mute her. You're already
Right.
starting to demand her to do shit. Meanwhile, the girl is
Because,
hurting over what you've done.
ma'am, because if more than one person's talking, if you watch the replays, they can't hear any of us. That's why.
Forbid
You know,
somebody stick up for Kim,
But
huh?
I'm just coming from a way, like,
I
immediately
no,
you come in and start demanding her to do something on her Discord to stop somebody from talking.
no, to the lady who said, heaven forbid somebody stick up for her, I'm glad people are sticking up for her. I don't want her to get hate. I've never wanted her to get hate, ever. Regardless, friends or not. Nobody on here deserves to get bamboozled and bullied and
Friends
hate.
and family.
but how can you call her a friend after how you act when you go on live and you call her a fucking cunt and a one-armed whatever? You trash talk her more than anybody else does. That is not a friend. I don't care what she has done. She is upset because she thought that you were a friend, but you're only a friend to her when you want money from her. That's it. It's transactional. You cannot love her and be a friend to her because you don't love yourself. You are not a
It's a
friend to anybody
friendship.
right now because you don't love
It's not a
yourself.
friendship. It's a
You may
friendship.
be right. I don't love myself right now, but I do care about
Oh,
Kim and want the best for her. And it ain't about money, and it ain't about her talking to me. It's not about none of that.
Oh shit.
you got a
It is
funny way of
about money.
You
showing it.
also, you
You
just
got a
said that you
funny
didn't
way of
want Kim to get
showing it.
hate.
I
You
don't.
keep saying that you didn't want Kim to get hate. Nobody was hating on Kim at that moment when you're demanding her to mute someone. They were talking to you, and you didn't like what you were hearing.
No,
That's a
I
fact.
didn't want us screaming over each other, ma'am, because then they can't hear us when they're watching it in the audience or on YouTube. You can't hear anything. You know what I
But
mean?
what
That
gives
was all
you
it was.
more
Huh?
permission to speak over anybody else than anyone else? Why is your voice more important than anyone else's,
Right.
including Kim's?
And nobody
We
here
were
is
all talking
more
fine
important than
until you came
anybody.
in.
Yeah, nobody here is
So
more
then you
important than
shouldn't be
anybody.
coming up on the stage and telling Kim mute, so that you can get your fucking word out. No, you should listen to every other fucking person and then you speak.
That's a fact.
How do I talk on this motherfucker?
You're talking.
You can hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
ma'am.
we hear you.
Lisa, I've been watching you for a while now. I mean, god damn. I've been an addict. I've been an alcoholic. I mean, I smoke weed every day. But your ass has got to quit. You've got to stop. You are old enough to fucking know better than all this bullshit.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with all of that.
Fucking, why
Absolutely.
are you not on a bus to fucking rehab?
Because every time she says that, she's lying. It's been 2 years.
He's not
Since I've been around, it's
lying.
been 2 years.
So
And I've said
this is how you
every
want to
You
live the
said
rest of
you
your
were going
life?
to rehab
no,
hundreds of times.
it isn't.
It's getting old.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
and
It
it
every
isn't.
is.
time
It's
right
very
before you
old.
go,
You
It
gotta
isn't.
you
find a. You gotta
It
find
isn't
another
isn't
way.
the way that I want to live. And I did admit multiple times. Any other time I've said I was going, I was lying. 110%. I've said that.
you're
You
still
are
lying.
one
Well, how do we
person
know you're
here.
not lying now? How do we know you're not lying now? What's
If
different?
you
You
need
you
clothes and
don't.
socks and underwear, your sister has already bought that stuff for you like 3 times ago when you were supposed to go to rehab. Jess has a bag of stuff for you. There's no
Can I
reason for you
can
not
I
to
tell the
go.
I
story?
didn't I
Can I
didn't
tell a
know
story?
Jess has a
My
Yes,
bag
you
daughter
of
called
stuff.
me
did.
today. Listen. My daughter called me today. She's got a job. Her old man is a fucking correctional officer in Henderson County, Texas. Okay,
Okay.
they're young. They have a small child who's autistic. And she
Okay.
smokes and she's bipolar. We both have psychotic tendencies. We both could be fucking getting a social security check. Okay, she called me today And because she was crying in the first part because her electricity got cut off, okay, and she needed me to come up with $400 like on the spot, okay, on a Friday.
Remember I told you I talked to Kim?
I couldn't fucking believe her because the whole conversation she changed up like
I
you.
asked Kim to join the stage. Look at it.
Pardon?
Now I was gonna get a loan to go get this
She just
my
let me up
daughter and
there.
make sure my grandbaby's
That means you can say whatever
electricity
you
wasn't
want to
off. But because of watching you for these months, and I couldn't even believe her.
Well, ma'am, is she an addict? You said no, right?
No, she's not. She's not.
Well, you can't. Please don't let what I do affect.
But I'm not. I'm not. I was gonna go pull money out of my ass and make sure fucking shit got right. But I'm just saying the first few minutes because I watch you all day. I work in the office. I'm a social media content creator.
God. Lisa,
You know what I'm saying?
Lisa, just one
Carla,
question.
I'm gonna be honest.
You
Lisa
are
probably doesn't
affecting.
care.
I got one question, just one question. Why
Okay.
aren't you going to why aren't you going to rehab this time? We didn't get the answer. Like what's different this time from the other million times that you didn't go?
She's addicted to social media.
I could be addicted to social media. I'm not sure, but that really has nothing to do with the rehab. Like I've said, I'm going this time. I don't know what's different. I really don't. I don't. I'm
When are you
over it.
going?
That's what's different.
Yeah,
Lisa,
we'll see
since
you on Monday.
yesterday, you said I'm not going like 5 fucking times because people wouldn't buy you socks and t-shirts. You're not going. You have no intention on going. Stop
You
fucking lying.
did provide
I'll
all
believe it when
that.
you disappear for 3 months.
No.
At least
Lisa,
90 days.
I will
If
be
Lisa
here.
was really going to rehab, she would not be coming on to social media and announcing it. She would just shut up and go. Whenever you don't see her for a while, that's when she's going to go.
Yeah, when
I'll
I do
be
go,
here.
that's what's gonna happen. Actually,
I'll
very
be
smart,
here
man.
for your story.
Then stop saying you're going to these people. Stop lying.
I'm
Love
not
yourself.
lying.
Did you hear the
You
phone call?
obviously are.
No,
Did you hear
I'm
the phone
not.
call that was recorded from you this morning?
No, I didn't.
Whoever
No,
you
no.
talked to this morning, she recorded your phone call and she posted it on TikTok where you
There
called.
was like 16 people that called and were
Okay, well,
playing
you
it.
told her you needed money for crack.
Yep, because guess
So-
what? When I want money, okay, I'll say whatever the fuck they want. If they say, tell me that you want heroin, even though I haven't done heroin in 20 years and I'll send you money, I'm like, yes, ma'am, I want heroin. Like, do you not get that?
Come on, Lisa.
No, do you not
No,
get that
you
we're not
don't talk to me,
stupid?
troublemaker.
Then where
And
is
get
the
him off the
money
stage, please,
going?
respectfully, or else I'm going to
Where's
leave
the money
because
going?
he's a troublemaker
Please,
and I'm not
please,
here for
please.
that. We're having a cordial conversation and he's not going
You
to
were
come
not
here and
having a
mess it
cordial
up.
No,
conversation.
we weren't in here to
You
talk
don't
to you,
call this
Lisa. We were in here to
cordial?
talk to Kim.
This is not a cordial conversation.
Lisa,
I call it cordial. I'm not
I
calling
love you.
everybody names and screaming, and neither are you guys.
You just were screaming. You were
I mean, you came
growling.
on pretty fucking hot and not cordial.
You definitely were
Because
growling, Lisa. Come
everybody
on.
on
Lisa,
here thinks
we
they know
love
what's
you.
going on respectfully, and they do not. I
Nobody gives a
promise
shit
you
if
they
Lisa
don't.
leaves.
Lisa's
Love
a
So
yourself.
here's what everybody's basically saying. Stop saying you're going to rehab because you're not. And when you do finally go, that's how everybody will know when they don't see you
Right.
anymore. Just stop
Yeah.
saying you're doing this, stop saying you're doing that. You keep going online saying, I need money for this, I need money for that because I'm going, I'm leaving, I'm out. If you were really going, you'd be seeing your family, you would spend time with your kids or on the phone, you'd be packing. You wouldn't be on here fighting with all of us.
Right. You wouldn't give a
Amen.
fuck about social media if you were
My
gone.
bag has been packed for rehab, though, for like a month.
Okay, well, stop saying you're going. And if you're not going to go tomorrow, go get a job. Stop begging online for money. There's no reason you couldn't have had a job right now for 6 months. There's no reason.
No, you're right. And if I'd have known I wasn't going,
You
for
know
this
you're not
long,
going.
You
You know
know
you're
you're
not
not
going.
going.
I mean, 6
We
months ago.
know.
No,
If
you
I
know.
knew, I
You
would have
still
got
know
a
you're
job.
not going now.
Yeah, you said you had a bus ticket that your mom bought you for today. You're not going. You would have already been gone.
Hey Lisa,
Go
I have one
tomorrow and
question
get a
for you.
My
job.
mom, my mom bought
Everybody,
me.
stop badgering her.
My
God
mom bought
damn.
me the last bus ticket. She didn't buy it this time. Actually,
last time you said she bought you a bus ticket and she was going to be so mad because you aren't going because nobody would send you money to get socks and cigarettes.
Hey, Lisa,
well,
one question.
then maybe I did, but that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Lisa,
that wasn't true. I need to still get my ticket.
I need you to look in the mirror while you're making all these TikToks. I need you to look in the mirror and look at yourself.
Like the
I need
prices.
you to watch everything.
The prices are absolutely ridiculous. Tomorrow they're $155.
Oh,
You should completely ignored everything you just fucking said.
If I wait until Sunday, they go down to 90. The least one is 65, but I don't want to wait until Sunday because I have to be there to dose on Monday. I don't want to get into the rehab at fucking 3 a.m.
You're not going to make me believe you're going to go sit in rehab on the holidays.
Go on Greyhound.com and look it up.
You're not going to go nowhere on Thanksgiving.
Medicaid pays.
You constantly
tomorrow or Sunday's Thanksgiving? What?
No, you got to go to rehab for 30 days. So Thanksgiving is fucking Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'm not worried though, ma'am, about Thanksgiving. I'm more worried about Christmas. I don't care. I'll miss Thanksgiving.
Oh,
if I'm in rehab, I'll miss Thanksgiving. My mom said the same thing.
Wrong shit.
You're gonna fucking miss Thanksgiving. I said, I don't care.
All the time. Do you believe them? How many times do they have to lie to you for you to not believe them?
Ma'am, I don't really care if you guys believe me. You keep asking me about it. Stop asking then.
Let's
talk
not
about something else.
I don't want to, but you don't get
I
to
never
choose
came
what I
on
talk
here
about.
wanting to talk about rehab. That's just what people were
came on
asking
here
me
to talk
about.
to Kim. I didn't come on here to talk to you.
Because we've seen the
Sure.
TikToks
We'll
all
see how-
day about you going and begging for
Okay.
money.
Kim, go ahead and talk to your flip floppers. Okay, go ahead. Come off.
I'm not a flip flopper. I've never
I have a
given you
question, though.
I've
You
seen
said
every
you and Kim.
Never will.
If you said you and Kim know what's really going on in the truth, why don't you just fucking say it?
So
Say what's really going on then.
Kim, now
Everybody.
you're kissing her ass because you want her
You
to
can forgive
release
a liar,
shit.
but you can't ever trust them again.
She's not releasing nothing. Quit trying to
And
kiss
I'm
her
not
ass.
kissing
Not
Kim's ass
her.
at all.
I'm not you.
I'm smarter
You would never
than
tell me
all
anything
of
about you. I
you
couldn't imagine you then.
combined.
Just
She's
saying, she
not
already
my
released stuff on you,
Than all
Lisa.
of you
She's not my
combined.
cash
She's
cow.
already
Got it?
released stuff on you, Lisa. You're not smart.
She's
That's
yours, not mine.
I'm smarter than all of you combined.
Lisa, she's already
left
released
CB
stuff.
radio.
So you can sit there and try to manipulate her to release shit. She's not gonna
She
release.
already
it.
did.
You can manipulate it.
I don't care
If
about
I
that
want to see
stupid
it, I'll
shit.
ask.
Hey, how do you know I didn't get permission for that to be released, bitch?
Lisa,
Oh,
you can't even keep your
hear
Discords
yourself?
open.
Do you own
The
her?
fuck?
Oh, she's not going to release
Well,
shit
you
because I told her
believe it
not
because
to.
you're a
How do you
liar.
know I didn't give her permission?
I didn't
She's
say
so
I
fucking
didn't tell her
for real.
not to. See how you try to manipulate? Did I say I told her not to? I said she's
Kim, can
not
you mute
going
everybody?
You just said,
I'm
did I give her permission? How do you know I didn't tell her to go ahead and do that?
How do you
Kim.
know I didn't tell her to do it? Oh, you don't.
Well, you're a
Lisa.
liar, so anything you say is a liar. It's a lie. You're just a liar. Lie,
Okay,
lie,
but my
lie,
kids
lie.
are calling Kim a liar. Oh, shut the.
And
You
fucking
you're a
people
liar.
are
I've
ridiculous.
never
You
had
need
kids
to
tell
get
me
a
a lie, but
fucking
you're a
life.
liar.
You need to
You're
get
a
a
liar.
life and
If
stop
you're breathing,
obsessing
you're
over what me
lying.
and Kim do all day. Please.
I don't obsess over you.
Please.
You're the one that gets online and beg for our money all day. You're the beggar. You're the liar, not us. You are.
Fuck you. I don't care what you think.
Fuck you,
bitch.
crackhead.
Get
Fuck
it.
you,
Dude,
bitch.
your mom's a crackhead, you dumb fucking
I'm
whore.
not a
cunt.
crackhead.
Bitch.
I'm not the law
Who else is
enforcement
Fuck
officer,
you.
you dipshit.
Who are
Nobody.
you talking to?
Just live in the project. Ain't got shit. Ain't about shit. Ain't never gonna
I'm
have.
trying to mute everybody. I don't understand who else is talking right now.
I'm
Like,
talking,
I'm
Kim.
so confused.
So Kim said. So Lisa is the person out there that doesn't own anything, that borrows everything, that
I don't
lies for
know who
everything,
I
and
am.
we're all the trash. Do you see how that's called gaslighting?
All right, so at the end of the day, she can call me a flip flopper all you want. This is the first fucking time I've been up on this stage. I don't fuck with either one of you like that. I don't. There's a lot of things I don't believe from both sides, but at the end of the day, Lisa has been who Lisa's been for years. We've seen her fucking color.
Yeah, I don't hide who I am. I really don't. Like, I don't. If I'm a bitch, I'm a bitch. If I'm nice, I'm nice. Like, that's just the way I am. Yes, I may lie about things, but I will not be fake. I can't fucking do it. I can't sit up there and be like, oh my God, she's
Order
my
in the
friend.
court. Order in the court.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I just wanted everyone to shut up.
I feel you.
I don't even know what to say. I don't want to have everyone's server muted, so I wish everybody could like literally just let one person speak at a time. So I guess that's just what we're gonna have to do. Whose profile first off are you even using? And whose
Me?
face is that? Yeah.
Me? That's Cole's sister. And I'm using her profile.
Oh.
So I didn't know if you let me up on my own, so I joined and used this. Hope you're not mad, but yeah.
No, I didn't know who you were.
That was the point.
I'm gonna let Ritsu talk real quick. So I'm gonna unserver. Actually, he's the only one not server muted, so he can
You server muted everybody? Okay.
I did.
I'll mute. Go ahead.
So I think I've been fair to like Lisa and to Kim through all of this. And, you know, Lisa, there's been so much said, it's really difficult to even like keep what I want to say straight because I wanted to jump in on a few points.
Yes,
but I mean, I don't think it's exactly fair for you to come up and say that you're always true, you're never fake, because you were literally on this morning asking for money for t-shirts and socks. And I mean, we all know, Lisa,
lying.
And you know that rehab will give you t-shirts and socks. And even cold medicine, if that's what you need, you could make your way over there and all would be provided for you. So, you know, and I just want to say that's coming from me who I haven't shit on Kim, I haven't shit on you.
No,
Every
you
time
haven't.
I've come up, I've been respectful.
You
And
have not.
I don't think that's very truthful or real of you. You know,
You
and I
have not
think
been rude to either one of us. You have
No.
not been. I can absolutely say that. Yes.
But I do think that, you know, and I was there defending you about the paperwork situation and all of that. And I've been more than fair to you. And
Yes,
I
you
do
have.
think that, like, at this point, it's like, you know, if you're going to go, and other people have said it, it doesn't really matter what I think or what anyone else thinks, because it ultimately you have to go when you're ready. And even if somehow we could all force you over there, it wouldn't do you a bit of good. You have to go when you're ready to go. But it's also like this has been drawn on for almost a full month at this point, and of you saying like this time is different, you're gonna go. What is stopping you at this moment from just going?
At this particular moment?
Right now.
I'm just got to get the ticket, man. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else at all.
But don't you
Just
think
that.
that Jess or even Tech or whoever the hell would come and pick you up and bring you there? Isn't it just 4 hours away?
It's 4 hours. It's 12 and a half on the damn Greyhound with 2 transfers.
But what I'm saying is, don't you think one of those people would pick you up right now and take you there literally right now? Don't you think?
Oh, honestly, according to one of my sisters, which I'm not going to say what one, you can probably guess, my dad did reach out. I don't have her number personally. And she said no, because I pulled that stunt the last time and, you know, did lie, had no intention on going. And she took off work and she's pissed and heard about it. And that I can respect that. So that one, no. I had a couple people offer for the bus ticket to like buy it directly, right? And then just give me the QR code or whatever in the email. But all I'm trying to decide, like I just said before, I don't know if you heard me because there was more people talking, but is if it's better to go, you know, tomorrow at 6. There's a bus that leaves at 6:15 tomorrow a.m., right? And then there's a bus that I can go on at 1:15 p.m. on Sunday. So I'm just trying. I was talking with somebody today about what would be best, because I don't want to get in at 2 a.m. Sunday night and have to dose at 7. I don't think that's enough time for them to get me situated, you know? So that's it. That's all that's like, and I don't know if Tech would come and drive 4 hours each way. I really don't. I haven't spoke to her for that answer. But no, my sister's not going to do it. And I can get the ticket. I just have to decide if I should go tomorrow, which I would like to go tomorrow, to be honest, but the tickets are double what they are on Sunday for some reason. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. It's from Pittsburgh. Because I'm sure, Kim, you probably looked it up because I know your Nebby knows. Did you happen to look up any Greyhound when you heard me talking about it on the live to like bust me if I was lying or anything, or no? Not yet.
I looked up Greyhounds, but I've also always told you that if you needed help with the ticket that I would buy it. So
I know you did, but I'm not going to reach out to you and ask for money, even just for the ticket. I'm not going to do that at this point. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you.
Well, if it's going to get you to rehab, then I would be
There's
more
other
than willing to pay for the ticket online
I
and
know.
have
There's
you to go.
I know, but there's other people that, you know, as long as it is paid for online by them, you know what I mean, and they give the ticket, you know, I don't know exactly how it goes. I know the last time I went, my mom did buy it. She emailed me like the ticket, whatever, through email, and then you just kind of it was like a QR code, right, that you showed them or whatever. So if somebody can pay directly, a lot of people said they have no problem with it, and I don't have a problem with that either, to be honest. But oh, and tomorrow I have to go get a fucking photo ID because I do not want to be down there at 1 p.m. on fucking Sunday and them say, "Where's your photo ID? Oh, you can't get on the bus." I don't want to do that. I'm getting mixed answers on whether you need an ID to get on or not. I don't know. My dad said he will take me to Duncan Manor tomorrow to get me a fucking ID.
On a
So that's another
Saturday?
thing. Yeah. Yeah, they're open Saturday, closed Sunday. Well,
So
till 4. Till 4.
have you priced a Uber?
Have I what?
Priced a Uber or a Lyft?
For what?
A
For what?
Uber or a Lyft?
For what?
To go to rehab.
No, that's what we're talking about.
I was just explaining to her that I would be more than willing to buy the bus ticket there.
You're not buying my ticket. I will get somebody to buy the ticket. And that's not being mean. Like, I don't want you to not buy the ticket. I don't want you to feel used. I'm not going to come out and ask you for fucking money. Even, I don't care what it's for right now. There are other people that have reached out.
I'd rather buy the ticket and get you to rehab than you just use it as an excuse tomorrow. Like, oh, I don't have a ride. Nobody will buy me a ticket. Like,
No, I'm going to get the ticket. It's $155. It was $40 the last time I went. No. Somebody else, a couple people have reached out. I will get the ticket. I promise. And if I can't get it, I promise I will text you and I will say, Kim, I'm so sorry. I can't get the ticket. Can you help me? Okay. Like if it really bare minimum comes down to that. Okay. But I really would not like you to do that.
Kim,
yeah.
what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Good question.
I'm not talking to you, Lisa.
I'm just going to be hanging out with myself like I do every Thanksgiving.
Sounds fun. You going to a
Yeah,
movie?
what about you? What was that?
There's a new movie coming out. It's called Dear Santa. It's got Jack Black in it. It's about a little boy who sends a letter to Santa, but he can't spell, so it goes to Satan instead.
Oh, that sounds like a good movie.
It is, and it's Jack Black is playing
This is
Satan.
good.
So comes out on Monday.
Do you have plans for Thanksgiving?
I do have plans for Thanksgiving. I'm going to Thanksgiving brunch for veterans in Nashville.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah, it's
sounds
supposed
really.
to be a big deal.
Hopefully, you. I don't know if you live in Nashville or not, but safe travels, and I hope you enjoy yourself.
I actually live in Gatlinburg, but we will have safe travels. It's snowing a little bit here right now. How's the weather where you're at?
Right now it is. Hold on, sorry. It's not raining or snowing. It's just cold where I am.
Well, we can survive that. But I will say, Lisa, your cold sounds much better. And also, Lisa, you can
Lulu,
forgive a
come here.
liar, but you cannot ever forget they lied. So
I'm
you
just
lose trust,
now you'll
just
talk
so
to
you
Lisa.
know.
You're like, I'm not talking to you, Lisa. Like that was fucking rude, honestly.
No
I
shit.
don't
Now
give
you
a fuck
want to
what
talk
you
to me.
think. She's rude as fuck too.
You
She
want
scams little old ladies out of money. She lies about dogs. She lies about everything. Hell, if this chick is talking and breathing,
to?
she's lying.
Okay, so
Where's
you're
that volunteer spirit?
want to, but when she goes to answer
It
a
is
question,
a
I'm not.
volunteer spirit.
Uh,
Come out here in Tennessee, we tell you the truth. We ain't gonna tell you no lies.
I'm gonna tell you no lies. I'm from Texas, live in
you sound like an
Tennessee, and we
idiot.
don't treat people like that.
Now, well, you're good, ain't you? You're so perfect. Everybody ought to
I'm
grow
not
up and be just like
perfect.
you.
I'm not fucking sitting up there being a goddamn hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite.
You're looking down on
Gosh, I'm
folks
not
right
being a
now.
hypocrite. But now
You
you're
don't
gonna
even
attack
know
me now because
me.
I don't like your pet crackhead.
Look how you're being, and you don't even know me. You came on being rude, like you
I'm
jumped
not
on the
talking to you.
stage.
I came up here to talk to Kim, not you. Did I? Is this your
Yeah, you
Discord?
ain't Southern. You get out of here. Shit.
Oh, hell, kiss my ass. Miss
Gatlinburg,
Texas.
living up
You
in the
ain't
mountains with your hootie tooties and shit.
asking
Well,
We
what
know
you
what
just
Gatlinburg folks are
you
like.
live out here in Gatlinburg too if you had the money.
No, I lived in Portland. I lived in fucking White House. I lived right there by Nashville. Okay, I lived
Did
right
you?
on the Kentucky
Wow.
border. We were hillbillies, and we would fucking make
Cool.
moonshine.
Cool.
Take your ass on up in the goddamn hills. Shit.
I'm in the hills right now, darling.
Yes, you are. You're up in a mansion looking down on folks.
No, I'm not in a mansion. I've got a rancher, not
Oh,
a
there you
mansion.
go. Yeah, so go tend to the horses.
You sound jealous.
Shit.
You
Anyways,
talk about
Lou,
what I got. Talk about what you got.
Lou, you hopped on the stage being rude, so you fucking got a Texan goddamn Southern attitude.
Well, whatever. You can judge me how you want.
Lou,
It don't bother me none.
Lulu,
You don't
bring
sit at
your
my
ass
table,
over
sleep in my
here.
bed, in my chair, or else what? What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing,
Nothing.
honey. I don't have to.
You're gonna sit up there and
Nothing.
run your fucking mouth just like you did. Run your mouth.
All right. Okay, Kim, she's done.
Am I? Oh Lord.
Let's see what we can do. Let me hop on here. So you muted yourself, Lisa? I mean, Kim? Where'd Lisa go?
Sorry, I was verified. I'm not.
Anyways, I'm sorry. She hopped on rude, talking about being from Gatlinburg. I know them types. I lived in Portland, White House. Like, anyways, I'm sorry. I lived in Gatlin, Tennessee. So I'm sorry. She was hoity-toity and being rude. Like, she done run Lisa off.
Don't be sorry. She didn't. She probably just didn't have any plans to stay in here for a while.
Anyways, I just want her to get help. I want her to love herself. I've been in the dirt. I'm 49 now. I have a slight drinking problem, but I make good money. I can sit and watch y'all and see all this bullshit and do my social media content for my brother's company. And I think once she loves herself, like, she'll want to do better. Like, and that's what it's going to have to take. And that's all I wanted to know today. That's really all I want to know. When is she going to stop and look at herself and love herself?
Can I ask
I
you a
appreciate.
question?
Who?
Kim.
Oh, go ahead.
Lisa got on here and was very aggressive and was making some accusations like she allowed you to post. Like, are you guys talking behind? Have you not talked to her? Is the way I know that she came in under a different account, and I'm just curious because if this is like another ploy that, like, she's doing or you guys are doing.
I'm not sure what I've posted lately that would make anyone think that she gave me permission to post. Is there a certain
It's not, it's what she said when she was in here. Like, right when she joined the live, she was saying, what makes you think I didn't give her permission to post that? And what else did she say? A couple other things, and like,
about absolutely anything, like the calls or
I know what
text
you've posted. I know what you've said. I was just curious because that's how Lisa, made it sound. And then you did offer to, pay for the bus ticket and stuff. So I was
Well, of
just,
course I'm gonna pay for the bus ticket. I've been sitting here trying to get Lisa to go to fucking rehab for 6
I know,
months.
but listen, she's talking about going to the DMV to get a driver's license on Saturday. In what state is the DMV open on Saturday? None. Like,
what I said tomorrow.
I'm not trying to like be a dick. I just like some of the shit that comes out and like is said, I can't wrap my mind around it. So I have questions. I'm not trying to be rude or be a dick.
Hey, simply that is a legitimate question. What DMV is open on Saturday?
Exactly.
I mean,
But we have to remember social media content creators come up with so many different ways to create content. End of discussion. It's like a script.
well,
You know what I mean? Like a soap opera.
the stage was really just supposed to be to keep me busy tonight, so that I'm not just like.
No, I'm talking about what Lisa does. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, Lisa comes up with something different every day. It's a soap opera.
Well, this was supposed to be about Kim and us getting to know Kim, not about Lisa.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not trying to be rude. I was just stating because from the very beginning it was just Lisa come in and woof, and then everybody sounds like a bunch of cackling hens.
Because that's when I came in. I apologize. I do apologize.
No, it
I mean,
just you.
the Discord is surviving Lisa Richards, so I mean, there's never gonna be a time where I expect to not bring her up or for her not to be the topic of conversation, But
I mean, 'cause I would like to get to know you, Kim. I mean, from since I've been watching Lisa, like, you have been kind of true. Everybody's coming down hard on you and shit, but like, you don't get on here and talk no bullshit. You just do you.
So Kim,
yeah,
how you doing today?
I mean, it's better than last night.
Good,
But
good.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
You too, Carla.
Thanks.
So what is your biggest hobby?
My
Kim?
biggest
hobby. Like, what is it that you like to do?
Have you ever heard of like the artist Tim Holtz?
Yes.
Like where you make like birthday cards or just random like type of cards, and you use like a Sizzix, and you like stuff like that where you use like Yupo paper and different types of like stamp colors and I don't know, all that, basically all that. Like I have a huge collection of everything you can possibly think of that has to do with making your own personal type of cards.
Okay, cool. Are you still doing your flower arrangements?
I do, yeah. I do
Good.
make sure I get my flowers done. Actually, I just did them last night.
Well, I've been looking forward to your pictures that you post for your flower arrangements, but that's all
Yes.
I have for you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
I'll post the new ones on Snapchat tonight, actually, when I have the chance.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
I just want to come up and debunk the DMV. It's like Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, 9:30 to 4. Downtown Pittsburgh, 9 to 3. Saturday. Yes, we are open on Saturdays. Yeah, you can kick me, Kim. Hope you have a good night.
Thank you. You too. So the DMV is open on Saturdays?
Yeah, that's what I.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah, that's why I came up because I was gonna say the DMV is open in Pittsburgh on Saturdays. It's actually open in Massachusetts on Saturdays too.
Yeah, I didn't look into it because she just brought it up just now that she was going to get her ID this weekend, but
I mean, I'm not saying she's not lying about it. I'm just saying that they are open on Saturday, but she might just know that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, just for her own sanity, I genuinely hope she really is going.
Yes. I agree with you. I do too. I think a lot of people do hope that she really will go. I mean, at least eventually that she will go. I hope, the sooner the better. Hopefully she's going, when she says she is, but we know how that has gone in the past. But I know that you really care about her no matter what she's done and all that kind of stuff to you. So, for your guys' friendship, for Lisa and her family and her kids, I hope that she does.
Yeah, me too. I have not really talked to Lisa today. I do have a lot of missed calls. I have a decent amount of text messages. It's not as easy as I thought it would have been, like just to kind of cut her off. And it's not even about the money thing. That's easy, not giving her money. It's more of just like not being able to accept the fact that I thought that we had a better friendship than what we did, and that it was always a little bit one-sided, but hopefully if she does go and get help, she'll realize that the things I do aren't for like malicious reasons, and I might have released some calls and stuff like that in the past, but I don't know.
Hey Kim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey y'all.
I'm doing okay. Hey, Kim, I have a question. What makes you believe that only Lisa is willing to be your friend?
What do you mean?
Because I was that person that tried to offer both you and Lisa grace, and just in these last several days, I think Lisa Lisa is not your friend, Kim. And I believe that you tried to be your friend, and both of y'all did wrong, but you at least admitted where you did wrong. Lisa still has not done that. She is not going to do that. It seems almost like you've been willing to lie for her and give her this money because you believe she's your friend. And I think I've heard you before mention how you tend to be a loner. Um, and I think you thought she was your friend, but she's not. All these things that she doesn't want people to do to you, she's done. She's talked down on you. She's taking your money. She says y'all are flip floppers, but that's exactly what she has done to you. And I know that it can be hard to cut somebody off when you thought they were your friends. The woman is not. She's not her own friend. She doesn't care about herself. So she's definitely not going to care about you. I think that the fact that you've now come clean as to where you went wrong, I think there's people out there that if you're willing to give them the opportunity, they will show you what a real friend is. Lisa is not. At this point, Lisa is hurting you. And I don't know that if you realize that or not, but we realize that. And I can understand how when you feel that you love somebody, you don't want to cut them off. But at this point, Lisa is hurting you. And to me, yeah, the, the
Sorry, hold on.
okay.
Yeah.
Kim, Kim,
Yeah.
last week, I was getting the same monologue about you, just pointing that out,
Hey,
right?
not for me,
The
Lisa.
same exact monologue,
Not for
just
me.
switch the names.
Not for me.
Just pointing that out, girl.
No, ma'am. Not for me. And to me, the audacity that Lisa has to jump on after all the trifling stuff she's done towards you specifically. I don't understand it, Kim. I think people will be willing to be your friend. Uh, Lisa is trifling. And I know that you don't want to accept it because you want to be her friend, but she is not your friend. She's hurting you. And I guess at this point, it comes to whether you want to cut her off or not. I think the smartest choice would be to kind of wipe your hands clean of this woman. Uh, maybe at a later date, y'all could be friends, but right now, she is not your friend. And I know that probably hurts to acknowledge it, but it's the truth.
I'm not ignoring you or anything. I'm just trying to think of a way to respond, you know?
Yeah, because I know you said, like, oh, we don't always talk about drugs. Sometimes we talk about, just random stuff. She does it because she's benefiting from you. And maybe consciously she's not aware of it, but this is what she's doing. The fact I can't understand her audacity that you have said, I'm gonna block this woman, I'm not gonna speak to her. So she jumps on to your Discord, pretending like nothing, like she didn't just trash talk you for these last 2 days. Pretend like, hey, everything is cool between you and I, Kim. It is not cool, Kim. It's not. Did she not just jump on to start trouble within amongst these people? But then to you, she spoke like it's the norm that she treats you like this. For her, that's normal. But in reality, that's not normal for any friendship, not for a good one. I think your best bet for your own sanity, I think that you should cut her off. That's just my opinion. I mean, ultimately, you're going to do what you want to do.
Yeah. I feel like everybody thinks that cutting someone off is just like,
no, there's
hey,
nothing
all
easy
you
about
need to do is block them. You're good. Cut them off. Like, never talk to them again. And I don't understand how people think that that's just like
I understand you because I'm one of those people that even when you're hurting me, I still love you. So I'm gonna still stay connected. But then it gets to a point where like, okay, it's my sanity or your happiness. At this point, Kim, your sanity has to count more than Lisa. Lisa is not your friend. I've never spoken, as angry as I've been about my friends, I've never said nasty things about my friends to anybody, much less
I
online.
I also think what Kim is trying to say is like, you know, like when you're in an abusive relationship and like with a boyfriend, and it's like everyone's like, "Oh, just leave him. You can just leave. You can just leave." And it's like, but I can't. And it's like, yes, you can, but it's like so hard to do that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and that's exactly what this is, an abusive relationship. That's
Mm.
this is exactly what it is, Kim. And I think that Lisa has made you feel because you're a loner that she's your only friend. She's the only one that's going to accept you. Look at them talking trash about you, Kim. They're talking trash about you because of Lisa. It all comes back to Lisa.
I've never said that to her
Yes.
though, ma'am. And if I respectfully, if I am hurting her in any way, I do care about her enough that I would stay away from her as much as it would hurt me and kill me. I would
If Lisa, if you truly
really, really would.
no, Lisa, if you truly mean that, then
I
you cut her,
do.
then you cut her off. If she can't, because I know she can't, because I've been in that situation. She can't, so
Yes.
you do it. You do
But
it.
I'm having a hard time too because I am sad and miss her too. Like it's like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lisa, I'm going to say this with the most respect possible. This is the first time I've talked to you or entered the situation at all.
Okay.
It is impossible for you to be friends with anybody right now.
I agree.
That
A full
and
friend, yes.
yes. And you have to admit that when you're talking to Kim, you talk to her because you feel like she's the only one on your side. And
Yes, I can tell her the truth. She understands me. I feel like she does care about me. Like sometimes I feel like she is the only one out there in the whole world that even gives a shit.
absolutely. And that's how Kim feels about you too. But with your situation and your circumstances right now, you cannot be the friend that she needs, because when there are times when she tells you no about sending money or whatever else, then you flip out and
Yeah.
or when she's sleeping and can't answer the phone, then you think the worst, because and I understand that from your point too, because you're used to people just
ticking me off and lying and faking. Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
I see both sides too. I really do, I promise. But I'm serious about that. If I actually mentally am like hurting her, because I said when I go, want to make sure that she is like okay, gonna be okay, have something to do, because not I'm so important when I leave, but you figure for the past 6 months she's been helping me run the lives, talking to me all day, doing whatever. I just want to make sure she's okay and something to do, not getting pounded with hate like that. Feel okay that she's okay, if that makes any kind of sense.
No, it does. It makes sense a lot. And I think you guys both do care about each other to the best of your abilities.
Right.
Right. And is it possible for you guys to just be like, you know what? Kim will not send you any more money, and you will not ask her, no matter how desperate your situation is. You will not ask her for money. You will just take money out of the equation at all.
Yeah.
And then
until I go to rehab, honestly, that's kind of why I've been staying away too, because I know as much as I want to say, oh yeah, I'd love to do that, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Until, because I get so desperate, you see me online, I reach to her, you know what I mean? And I'm like, Kim, I just need 20, please. You know what I mean? And I can't do it until I get into rehab. You know what I mean? I can't.
And I think we all know you can't do it.
Absolutely.
And that's like kind of my point too, is that you can't be friends with her right now. Maybe, I mean, as hard as it is, you guys need to cut the communication for right now until you do get help, until you do go to rehab, and until you do, the steps that you need to take to be a real friend to her. Because
Right.
what you're putting her through isn't fair to her. It's not fair, to
I agree.
anybody.
I agree.
And, and I mean, she's never going to say, don't talk to me again, because she
Right.
does care about you.
Right.
But you're in a place right now where you're taking advantage of that care to the point where she is going to get to a place eventually, because
Where she just
everybody
hates
does.
me. Yeah,
Yes,
like she just hates
exactly.
me. And I
Exactly.
did, yeah, and I did say to her, I cannot wait to get out of rehab and like show you like that I like of the friend that I can be, because I know that I haven't been, and she's even admitted it, it's gotten periodically worse. I've changed over time as my addiction's gotten worse and worse and worse, So I just want to, when I get sober and come out, I just want to like show her, like I can be a normal person and not, yeah.
Yeah, and Lisa, I will tell you this too. Right now, you have the best Christmas present possible that you can give Kim, your kids, your family, everybody. If you
Yeah.
go to rehab this weekend, you will be home in time for Christmas. And I mean, I know you don't have any money, but what better gift is there to give your family than you coming out of rehab a changed person,
I didn't even think about that, ma'am. That actually, wow. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Like seriously, like this is the perfect time to go. Don't worry about Thanksgiving, even if you get out a couple days after Christmas, or you go to a sober living facility after that. Them
Yeah.
knowing that you're there is the best possible gift you can give everybody.
Better than anything money can buy. You're right. And my
Absolutely.
kids would agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Kim would too. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's all I wanted to say. Like, this is the perfect time of year for you to go. I mean, I know nobody wants to be away from their family for the holidays or anything like that. But for your situation, like, you're giving them a gift that they've been wanting so badly that,
Yeah.
Nothing would make them happier,
Oh, I agree with you. And I'm terrible that I even waited this long to even do
But
it.
you know what?
I'll have to
You
live
know,
with that. But
yeah, absolutely. But every day you can start new. Like,
Yeah.
there's still time. You're still on this earth. There's still time.
No,
So,
you're right. You're right. And thank you
know,
for being respectful. I do appreciate that. Like I do.
no problem. No problem. And that's all I wanted to say. Like, I see both sides, and I know you guys are both hurting. And, right now there's just no easy solution for it, because I know you
Right.
guys both need each other in your lives.
Yeah,
But
I don't
it's
know what
not.
the right thing to do really is, because like you said, neither one of us want to be like, we're literally like the other night before we totally cut off, we were like texting each other like, I'm like, okay, so you don't want to be my friend no more? And she's like, well, no, I want to be your friend, but we, if we can take the money out. And then she's like, so you don't want to be friends no more? Like neither one of us wanted to say, stay away from me, because you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we
Well, I
don't
mean,
know what to do.
you do know the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to go to rehab, not just
Well,
for
yeah,
everybody else. It's for you too. Like, you
absolutely.
need
Yeah.
this more than anybody else, but everybody
Big
around you will
time.
benefit when you go.
If I
And
don't
like I
go to
said,
rehab, ma'am, I'm gonna have a serious mental fucking breakdown. And I'm sure everybody that watches my lives can see it.
mm-hmm. I mean, I know
It's
they
coming.
can.
It's
Mhm.
coming.
It is. And you know it. You know what you need to do. You just
Hmm.
need to get over the fear of the unknown and
Yeah.
make that step.
No, you're
'Cause
absolutely
that's what
right.
you're afraid of right now is the unknown. You don't. I mean, I know you said you've been there before, I think,
One
but
time. Yeah.
you don't know how it's changed. You don't. I mean, you're stepping into an environment with a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
don't
good.
like any change. Any change ever. Like
Yeah.
that's just me. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, this is the perfect time of year to go, because it would benefit everybody in your life.
It is.
And
And I've been dragging my feet. I mean, I've admitted that too. Like, a couple things were paperwork, snafus and faxes and things, but I definitely drug my feet big time and put it off and put it off, and you know what I mean? For sure. For sure.
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, that's all I had to say. I'm going to get off of here.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, just think about that, because there is no better gift you can give your family, your kids, Kim, even yourself than that.
Yeah, the Christmas present thing like did actually kind of sit with my heart. So I appreciate that.
No problem.
Something simple you don't
Yeah.
think of.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So
yeah, because you get wrapped up into not being there for Christmas. And like I said, nobody wants to be away from the holiday, from your family for the holidays. But in this situation, I don't think there would be a better place for you, So
yeah, absolutely. Even with the Thanksgiving thing, they were just saying, I'd love to be here for Thanksgiving, but if I am in rehab, that is totally okay. We got next year.
yeah, and like you said, you're more worried about Christmas. And what better
Yeah,
way to go through Christmas than being sober, being back with your family after you've gone through this? And I mean, you
right.
still have time. It's a 20-day stay. You still have time to go before Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Thank you.
that's all I wanted to say.
No,
No
we
problem. I'm
appreciate
willing
it.
to. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Nope.
Or weekend.
You too.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Lisa, just so you know, I give a shit about you too.
No, I appreciate that. I do. And I think everybody here, has an invested interest in me and Kim, both alike, and I appreciate that. And I understand everybody's, frustrated with me. I'm frustrated with myself with a lot of things that I do. I don't know. I have no self-control anymore. It is absolutely non-fucking existent. I don't know why, but I have none. I have none. It's my impulse control is just out of this world. And it's actually kind of scary, to be honest. But I do appreciate it. And Kim, I just wanted to say to you real quick while we have like a second break, if you need me to leave, like if you feel uncomfortable with them asking you questions, if you feel like I'd get mad about something, like please feel free to answer. However, I'm not gonna jump off mic and yell. I'm not gonna do any of that. Okay. But if you need me to leave, right, so you can answer questions about whatever our friendship, me, whatever, please, I will go. I have no problem with that. Okay, just throwing that out there.
Thanks. Honey Boner, sorry. Honey Boner, you want to go? I'm gonna assume that is a no. Okay. I can't read these names. The turkey looking guy, you want to go? Looks like a turkey. Maybe a peacock. Righteous Babe.
Yep, that's me.
How are you?
This is for you, Kim. Because I know I've been sitting here listening and I've noticed your tone when Lisa is not on here and the tone you have now that she's back on. It's like you feel like you can't speak freely because of her being in here.
I feel like I can still speak freely since she's in here, but it might just make me feel a little bit awkward.
So if this is yours, why is she in here? If this was just for us to be able to talk to you about, then why is she in here?
When I was in Melita's live the other day, somebody asked about whether Lisa would be allowed back in the Discord if she came. And I said that Lisa was never kicked out of the Discord. This Discord is Lisa as a main topic, and I would never not allow her to be here if she wanted to be here.
Yeah, but I do not want you to feel uncomfortable. If that is true, because I kind of picked up on what right Charles is saying. Sorry if I badgered that.
Righteous babe.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I did badger it. If you do feel uncomfortable, I will. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I want you to be able to answer truthfully how you feel.
Yeah, and I will. I just got a little quiet because we haven't really talked the last couple days, so
right.
It's just kind of
Can I ask another question?
Of awkwardness.
You had offered to buy Lisa's ticket to go to rehab.
Correct.
And Lisa had responded, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. But yet she was okay with you funneling her money for her habit. And we've all looked up ticket prices from where she's going to where she's leaving from. And they're like $60 for Saturday and Sunday. Even if she wanted to leave tomorrow morning at 1:35, it's $60 for a freaking ticket. And it's like,
what station will they take me to?
Google it, Lisa. I'm not trying to be rude, but we've all Googled it.
No, me
we all saw it. We all
me neither.
know where you're coming from to where you're going to. You're going to Bowling Green. It's not hard to do. So I'm just saying to Kim and you also, because you've had no problem taking money from her all this time. But now all of a sudden to actually legitimately, sincerely help you go to rehab. And you're no, I'm not taking, I've got other people that can give me money. It's like, it's total, to be frank, it's total bullshit because you want to go so bad, but yet, and somebody's offering, I will pay for your ticket. And you're like, no, I'm not going to allow you to do that. But you'll allow some stranger who probably doesn't have a pot to piss in to take their money. And we all know you got money over the course of the last 3, 4, 5 days. We all know you got shit ton of money. None of it was spent on what you need it for. Socks, t-shirts. I need smokes. I need a bus ticket. You've got all this money given to you and you've used it on your habit instead of using them what these people actually in their hearts gave you that money for, because you were on live crying and snotting and I don't have nobody. I don't have nothing. I'm not going if I don't get my shit. And it's like it's like you're bipolar where if you don't get what you want, then fuck, I'm not doing it. And then somebody offers you, somebody who has been giving you money left and right out of her own pocket, offers to buy you this ticket to go. And you're like, no, I'll find another way, which is bullshit. I'm going to call you on the bullshit. You can get mad at me if you want.
No, I'm not mad.
It's the truth. It's the friggin' truth. But I don't know if I want to do, but I've been watching you guys for a long time. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. You can say what you want about Kim. Yes, she might have a habit. Yes, whatever you want to say about her. But this bitch has taken care of you and you've done nothing but use her. And when you don't get what you want, you're online, you're bashing her, you're threatening to release shit. And it's like, and then the other night she tried to listen to your live that you were on and she couldn't because you were sitting there crying, begging, I just need this. I just need this. And we all know what you need. You need a fix. You don't need socks. You don't need fucking t-shirts. You don't need maybe smokes. I'm a smoker, so fuck yeah. I want cigarettes if I'm going somewhere. But this other shit. And you've got excuse after excuse after excuse. You got somebody that's willing to fucking buy you a ticket, Lisa. Right today, buy you a fucking ticket to go. And you're like, no. I've got other people that'll give me money. That's bullshit. Because you know you're going to be back here either tonight or tomorrow morning begging for money for a bus ticket, begging for money for this, begging for money for that.
Yeah.
And then you won't go because you didn't get the money, supposedly, which we saw the recording of you in a phone call with a chick giving you money. That money didn't go for no fucking bus ticket. That money didn't go for socks. That money didn't go for t-shirts. Yesterday, it was posted today. I don't know when it was. It doesn't matter when it was. I don't want to hear any excuses or anything.
She didn't send anything, that lady that recorded it. She lied.
It was a trap. It was a trap. That was a trap. Because there you go. But I'm just saying, you got the opportunity. Somebody's fucking going to buy you. This woman here, which I don't know from a bag of beans, and I don't give a shit what people say about her. The
She's
fact
a
that
kind.
do this for you out of her own pocket yet again, Lisa, because you've gotten a shit ton of money and we all know it.
Well,
She's offering to buy you this ticket and you're telling her no. So what's the reason for telling her no?
I
And don't
just,
say it's just for the
I didn't
people.
want her to feel like with me coming in unexpected and trying and speaking, I didn't want her to feel,
But you have
with
no
the
problem
money,
taking money from her any other time. You have no problem getting online and bashing this woman who's done nothing but help you because
You're right.
I don't know if she's an addict. I don't know. People say a lot of shit online, but I've seen her, the way she talks, when she can be honest, and she has been honest, her shit's all out there. You're still fucking covering up your shit. Her shit's out there. And she's giving you money. We've all known you go to her when nobody else does it. And because of the way she feels, she gives it to you because she doesn't want to see you suffer.
Right.
Yeah, you'll turn around and do the same thing because the fucking well it's open. You no matter what happens, she's gonna have your back.
Yeah. And I'm wrong for going.
That is not a friend. What the other girl said, that's not a friend. You are using her. She's offering you to buy a fucking ticket. Let her buy the goddamn ticket and go to fucking rehab. If not, then shut up. Because if you're on tomorrow morning, and I'm not saying that to be rude.
No, I know.
If you're on tomorrow morning begging for fucking money, for t-shirts, for socks, and it's cold, you're on the fucking rain when you could be home or you could be at rehab. This is not, it's ridiculous. It really is. This has been ongoing. You've put Kim in such bad position because of her feelings and because she doesn't want to see you suffer. She was an addict. If she still is, I don't give a fuck. But this woman is willing to give you shit so you don't suffer. And you continue to take advantage of it. You don't do what you say you're going to do. You sit outside that fucking grocery store begging people for money because you don't have shit. You say your parents don't feed you. It's like, it's bullshit, Lisa. And I'm not going to coddle you.
No, I don't
You've got somebody who's offering to do something to you. And don't sit there and say, well, if I don't get to rehab until 2:00 in the morning, they're not going to dose me. The fuck they're not. They're going to make sure you get dosed. That's bullshit, Lisa.
No, you're right. They more than likely would.
Get dosed. Whatever time you get there, they know you're coming. Everything is all set up. They supposedly know you're coming. I really don't know. But
no, they more than likely would.
Ticket, get the hell out of here, get off social media, fix yourself for your family. And if you don't, then fucking shut up about it and quit talking about going to rehab. You get online begging for money, I need a fix. I'm dying over here. I need a fix. Don't fucking lie that you need food. Your parents aren't feeding you, whatever bullshit, because that's all it is.
Well, I know, but it's hard to get on and be like,
Listen, you make a bigger fool of your fucking self by doing what you're doing, crying like a fucking 5-year-old.
I know.
Than if you were just to be fucking honest. For once in your life, be fucking honest, Lisa. Be fucking honest. Quit using people. People have given their hard-earned money to you to help you because they think that you need this stuff. You need these to go to rehab. You don't have any food. You're hungry. You're this, you're that. People have taken money out of their own goddamn pockets that none of us fucking have. We're all fucking struggling. But yeah, you feel, it's almost like you feel entitled. Because when you don't, people aren't giving you money. You're like, well, fuck everybody then. Nobody cares. Oh, nobody cares about me. I'll just die. Bullshit. Get fucking online, be a fucking person and an adult and say, look, I'm fucking hurting here. All I need is $20. Y'all know what I fucking need it for. Quit the fucking crying and the snot running out of your fucking nose. You're not even really crying because there's no fucking tears.
Yeah.
Quit it. Because people would respect you a lot.
We get it. My God.
People would respect you a lot more, Lisa, if you were fucking honest. Because you've been lying to these people for fucking years. And there are people that don't know you and don't know your history that sneak in and go, oh my God, this poor woman, let me send her $20. Let me send her $40. And then you got Kim over here. You're bleeding her fucking dry for your habit.
And I never, honestly, my intention, never ever was to use or abuse Kim. But I do realize that is the way that it ended up.
That's the way it is. There's no two ways around it.
No, I know.
Regardless of what people think about this woman. Like I said, I don't know either one of you, but I've watched you more than her. And I've heard some bad shit about both of you. But you're talking about this woman here who's giving you money time and time and time again. And I don't give a fuck if she takes a cut for herself. Who gives a shit?
She
Who gives a
doesn't.
shit?
Yeah.
That don't matter to me.
Right.
You are abusing this friendship. If
I know.
it's not a
It took me
friendship,
a while to see it, but I know. I do know.
fucking do something, Lisa. Stop it. You're an adult. You're almost 40 fucking years old. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Take the
It
fucking
is.
$70 to get a fucking ticket and go to rehab and be done. If not, then shut the fuck up about rehab and saying you're going to go. Keep smoking your dope or your crack or whatever you're doing and move on with your life and leave this woman alone and quit bleeding your fucking eye.
When
And
I looked up the Greyhound, though, I had to call Bowling Green to see like where I had to go, because if you put in like Brandywine, PA, nothing comes up. They said I had to go to Newark bus station.
What, 2 weeks going on now? 2 weeks you've been doing this shit. 2 weeks, Lisa. At least that I know of. So
Yeah,
if excuse after excuse, get on the fucking phone. I'm coming. I'm leaving today. I'll be there by this time and fucking go.
Yeah, I've been dragging my feet for sure.
You have been because you're a fucking addict.
Yeah,
and it is what it is.
it's always
I
tomorrow.
don't fucking know how it is, but this shit. I'm telling you, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. And I feel bad for Kim. People can bash me however they want, but I feel bad for her because she feels guilty. She doesn't want you to suffer. She doesn't want you to hurt. So she gives out of her own fucking pocket.
Right.
For you
And
to
I'm
be able to
wrong
get
for
money.
taking advantage of that. And I know that. I do. Like I didn't see it, but
Well, see it and knock it off because it's bullshit. And I can be put down now because I'm done. And y'all can quit bitching because I'm talking. Kim, I hope you have a good night.
Thank you. Good night. A different vibe before Lisa came in, but I just want everyone to know that I am going to still answer the questions that people ask me, and I'm not gonna just not answer it if I feel uncomfortable just because Lisa is around. Maybe it's something that she needs to hear or something. I don't know. It just kind of just depends on what the question is. But anybody else want to go next? Mindy Shrek.
Yeah, I just have a question for you, actually.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel knowing that when you don't give Lisa money, she goes on live and says stuff like, you are a one-armed, cracked, or heroin fucking junkie that means nothing to her? Like, how does that honestly make you feel?
Of course that would hurt anyone's feelings. And I would just like to tell myself that it is not Lisa really talking, that it's her addiction. But maybe that's just me justifying her actions, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, it hurts my feelings.
No, you're right. You're justifying it because to you, she is your best friend. But you're nothing but an ATM to her. And then, Lisa, I have a question for you also. Why is it every time you're on live and you're not getting money, you say you have no friends? Is that really how you value a friendship? Is only if you get money? If you're not getting money, we're not your friends? Because I mean, I could use money. I could use a lot of money. Hell, I could use money to get my gas turned on because I'm also in PA and it's cold. But I don't say my friends aren't my friends because they're not going to pay my bills or do anything like that for me. That's not what I consider a friend.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the past, I mean, other than Kim, because I had met her before it got too wild, but, yeah, I, ignore the good people, pay attention to the money, and yeah, you don't care about me if you're not helping me and letting me suffer, was how I was looking at everything.
Well, I really hope you get the help that you need. And I guess that's all I have for now because the grandson won't be quiet, so it makes it hard to hear you guys. So I'm going to drop out.
Well, thank you for coming up. Have a good night. Just Jules. You want to go? Or Michelle Perry? And before you start talking, Michelle, how are you feeling today? Don't think we can hear you. You're gonna have to either back out of Discord completely because you were just on a phone call or something. Something was just using your microphone. So you're gonna have to back out of Discord completely, close it, and then come back in, and then your mic should work. Jamie47, do you want to go?
Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
My first time being in here. I have followed Lisa, on TikTok for a while. I guess my question is, I feel bad. I just don't like the way them people on your, comment section on there are being just awful to you. I'm like, it's human. He's got an addiction. What, I guess I don't understand the concept of that. You're just trying to get by, right? I'm sorry, I'm nervous. No, I'm not familiar with addiction or anything. I don't know anybody who's been through it or myself. But all these people hollering at you in here is just not helping the pain. I think it's making it worse.
People
I don't know.
people can be really ruthless, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if it's your mic or if you just have a lot going on behind you, but your mouth is really low and muffled.
Yeah, I have things running behind me. Just a minute. Sorry.
So, no, it's okay. Don't be sorry.
So, is that better? I hope so.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Well, I know people can be ruthless, but why take it out on an addict? I mean,
No, I understand that.
I think it makes it worse for the person.
It does. I don't think they understand that their words hurt more than they think. Because that's the only way they can hurt someone's feelings at this point. It's over the internet, so the only way they have to interact with people is by words. And so they try and throw low blows and whatever they can do to make you feel like you're a worthless piece of shit and that you don't deserve to be a part of society just because of the choices that you make. And I think they fail to realize that if they went to go talk to that, like that to the wrong person, somebody could potentially end their life by a comment that they read about themselves that maybe has, like, it's been a thought that's haunted them for their entire life, and they've been super insecure about it, and then all of a sudden just one person on the internet was like, hey, yeah, fuck you and your eyebrows. And maybe their eyebrows is something they're very insecure about. And so, like, people just don't understand the severity of how their words can affect people in today's society. And some people aren't as strong as others when it comes to the bullying on the internet. You have to have really thick skin. And when I met Lisa, I think that was like one of the very first things that I told her is I was like, damn, how do you do that? Like, you have thick ass skin. Like, at this point, I didn't even want to be known. I didn't want anyone to know who I was, but I did have my own platform. I always told Lisa that, like, I literally, and maybe it was in the state I was in when I met Lisa, but I literally wouldn't, like, I've been suicidal before in my life, so, like, the words would affect me a lot more than they would affect Elisa. And I asked her, how do you deal with that? And, like, I don't know, I guess she would have to answer the rest of the question because people
Right,
are.
I understand.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I think it would make a person in her situation, like, not, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, lose
Like,
more?
everyone wrong, maybe? Is that
Yeah,
what you're...
well, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, everybody's wrong. I mean, I just feel that it's wrong, and it would make it worse for anybody who has, which at least has an addiction. I don't know, like you said, she would have to answer the rest of that question, I guess.
Sure if
But
she...
What?
But-
I'm listening.
Huh?
What do I need to answer? What part of the question? Can you repeat that, ma'am?
Yeah. Hi,
I'm
Lisa,
sorry.
it's Jamie.
Yes, ma'am.
Jamie 47.
I was
I don't know if
listening.
you...
Go ahead.
Okay. Now does it, when people are so cruel to you like that, like on social media, does that
Or
like
so what?
or social media,
Yeah, you said if they are so what to me on social media?
like treating you like crap?
Oh, okay.
Does
Okay.
does does that trigger like something like does the addiction get worse or?
Yeah, it didn't help. That's for damn sure. Yeah, it didn't help. Nowadays I kind of am immune to it. Mostly. Some days it gets to me, but most of the days no, it doesn't. It's just because it's been happening so long. I just am used to it, So.
Right, but I just think it's not right.
Thank you. I don't think
You're
anybody
welcome.
should be talking to anybody like that online, no matter what is
No,
going on.
especially when some of them tell you to off yourself. Like, what is going on?
I don't know. I get emails from people saying, I put one up the other day, but of course they reported it on my TikTok. He said something about he fucked my daughter Abby and my dad molested me and just all kind of nasty shit. Yeah,
That's
they're
horrible.
disgusting.
Come on.
They're
Yes,
disgusting.
it is disgusting. I'm so sorry for that.
No, I mean, I'm not like I'm
I
not saying it for sympathy. I'm just saying like they do
well,
shit like
no,
that.
I mean, I feel bad just looking at that sometimes.
Yeah, and then when I put it out and show proof, it's she wrote that by herself. She had Kim do it. They made it up. It's always something. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But yeah,
right.
I'm pretty much numb to it at this point, unless it's something about the kids that'll get to me most of the time. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I've always thought that they should keep your kids off limits on that. And well, I guess that's all I wanted. Actually, a couple weeks ago, you were talking, Lisa, you were talking to a woman about Zoloft or something,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
you said that you filled the prescription, right? But you don't take it because you're afraid it won't work or something. I can't remember that conversation.
It's when I read up on it about if it gives you withdrawals, it said that if you stop taking it suddenly, you can get brain zaps or something. So I was afraid to start taking it just in case anything ever happened with the doctor, or I couldn't get my medicine. That's just my anxiety. As silly
Right,
as that sounds.
and I'm on a generic form of Zoloft, and I
Yes.
have no problem with it. And I've been
Yeah,
taking
I
it for
should
a
have
long time.
probably taken it. I really should
Well,
have. That was my only fault.
actually it does help with your anxiety.
Yeah, I think that's why he picked that one. He was trying to find a combination
Right.
with the Klonopin to help with the anxiety without, taking the Klonopin to crazy heights, which I was agreed with that.
Yeah, that's
So
the generic brand of it. I'm on it. So.
yeah. With like Boost Bar he prescribed with it, the Zoloft, and then the like he was trying to find a you know
Right, he was trying to adjust you to
yes.
the right medication.
Yes.
Okay. Um, are you still afraid to take it, or I mean, it doesn't really do anything to you. It just mellows you out.
Yeah, I
Oh.
just
I mean,
honestly,
everybody's
yeah, I'm
different.
not gonna take it just because I don't want to like put myself on anything else right now. Now, when I go
Oh,
see
I
like
guess.
a real psychiatrist, if they recommend, some kind of antidepressant thing, I would absolutely probably start taking it then, But the
Okay.
Zoloft like on my own right now, no, I'm not gonna start now. So.
Okay. Well, I guess
I do
that's all I have.
appreciate your input, and I'm glad it works for you. I really am. Like, antidepressants help a lot of people.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, it's nice talking to you, Lisa and Kim.
Thank you. You too. Have a good
Let's have
weekend.
you too. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Lisa, are you in here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm in here.
Okay, because everyone's quiet. What was I gonna say? I lost my thought. That's why I came up here. I had something to say. I have a question. Do you think your friendship with Kim is healthy?
Um, I mean, I do like there are some, yes, bad, like toxic parts for sure, but overall, I think that it it's uh, I think we're better off being friends than not. I mean, that's just my opinion, from what I have seen and talked to her and know, and just there are definitely behaviors that need to change, for sure from both sides. But I don't. I honestly don't know.
So if you don't know, then why would you say what you just said you don't know for sure? Because like everyone was saying earlier, when she won't answer your phone calls or your text, you get on TikTok and you cuss her out. And then I think it's toxic. How long have you known each other? A few months at delay?
No, 7, 8 months. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's weird. If you really were her friend, even if she was ignoring you, a real friend wouldn't come on and put her on blast and call her out her name. I know you're mad or upset with her, but you should keep that to yourself if you feel that way. Not in
Yeah.
front of
Yeah. I
people.
was wrong for doing that. I apologize to her privately, and I apologize publicly, Kim, for doing that. I definitely shouldn't have done that. That was absolutely wrong. And I'm not being funny. That was fucked up.
You know you're being recorded, so it's gonna be all over TikTok and everything else, and they're gonna run to Kim, and Kim's gonna run and talk bad about you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly, you guys aren't friends. That's not what friends do. You should go like, hey Kim, why are you mad at me? Why are you ignoring me? And then wait for her
I
to
do text that though.
and then probably she respond to you. Maybe she could. Everybody's coming to her and saying, "Lisa said this about you," and then I feel like you try and change the subject when you're confronted about it.
Well, and things get flipped too. I'll say one thing and then they'll go to her and say something completely opposite of what I said. It's yeah.
You guys are toxic towards each other. I don't see how you guys call your relationship a friendship at all. I really don't. Like everybody was saying, you're not a friend to her, and then whoever Stephanie is, you saying she's a teacher on drugs, and you're gonna expose her and
Well,
Kim.
she's not. She's not. I just was trying to make him mad. Just lying like usual. Just trying to make her mad. That's
Well, you're not a friend. I know Kim wants to be your friend. I'm not saying she doesn't, but she needs to realize that you're not really a friend. Honestly, a friend wouldn't do that, and especially on the internet when you know people are gonna take that shit and run with it. You should do it at least in private. Say that to her. It doesn't matter if you're mad or not mad. Text Kim, run your mouth to only Kim instead of coming on here, and maybe you will get so much backlash like you do now. And
yeah.
then it's YouTube, not for everybody to see. You
Yeah.
know?
My self control is not there anymore. I don't know how to explain it about it and realize how stupid we act, but then we do it again. I don't know.
Just take a break from each other. Honestly, but I couldn't be friends with someone like that. like you or her, that when we're mad at each other, we're gonna go expose each other on the internet. That's not a friend.
Well, I mean, it don't happen every day, but
If you guys are mad at each other, you run the TikTok and expose each other. Like, what the hell?
yeah,
Like,
no, I agree. It was fucked up me doing that. Like, I shouldn't. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't. And there are times like I even get caught coming into the live where I didn't even think there was that many people in there, and I'm just motherfucking up and down, life and her, and then it gets put out, So
Oh, and I have one more question, and then I'm gonna drop. They have
okay.
company. I'm nosy.
But me too, girl.
I wanted to know, when are you going to rehab instead of lying? Instead of making excuses.
Either tomorrow morning at 6:15, or which that ain't fucking happening, or I guess 1:15 on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll be leaving.
I follow you on TikTok on the accounts that you have. What was I gonna say? Oh, so if you're gonna go to rehab tomorrow or Saturday, you will not be on for the weekend begging for money.
No, if when I go to rehab, they take my phone, I won't be on at all.
Okay, so you're saying you will be on tomorrow and asking for money.
I don't
Before
think
you
I'm going to tomorrow. I know I probably won't be on asking for money, no. But I don't think I can go tomorrow. I don't see how I can be ready by 6:15 a.m. without no ticket or no ID. Like, I just don't think I can.
you go to the DMV tomorrow, because I heard people say that you're gonna get your license tomorrow.
Yeah, my dad said he'll take me to Duncan Manor to get like photo ID, just because I've heard like such different things about whether you need it, you don't need it. I don't remember if I needed it when I went the last time, so I don't want to get there and not have it.
Yeah, because my aunt lives where you're at in Pittsburgh. She's like maybe 10 minutes from you.
Okay.
So I tell her about you, and she tells me about how rehabs are and DMVs and court situations. She knows it all. But anyway, I don't know what to say. So hopefully you go.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
No, I'm not an ass kisser. Try to like coddle you. I'm
I
stating my
know.
opinion.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Kim, can I
Lisa?
talk to you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Play Lynn. You go ahead.
Thank you. The first thing I want, Kim, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The first thing I want to say is, do you ever think when you're giving Lisa that money that could be the time Lisa unalives herself? And the reason I'm asking you that is because quite clearly, Lisa doesn't care about you as a friend, but her family is going to be looking for somebody to blame. And Lisa knows that. I don't think Lisa cares about that, but I wonder if you think about that.
Yeah, that has crossed my mind before, for sure. I mean, the only thing that has crossed my mind is if something like that happened, that I could be held responsible for it. I just hope that she is responsible on her end and knows her limit and doesn't put me in that type of position, I guess. Like, to just like stop if needs to, or slow down or whatever.
Well, okay, so I'm an advocate. I work for people who suffer with chronic pain, but I also have worked with addicts. So, and I've seen people's lives ended, because clearly they don't know their limit. And Lisa, I want to say something to you. They were talking earlier about people bullying online. You are one of the biggest online bullies that there is. And you have so many moments of clarity. You come on here and say, oh yeah, I know. I did that because I was mad. An addict, that's an excuse. Everything becomes an excuse. I am a mother and a grandmother. I could never in my life imagine my children or my grandchildren not being in my life. And you make all of these excuses. Clearly, you know what you're doing is wrong, yet you're doing nothing except making excuses.
I would also like to add in there that, of course, overdosing will always be, unfortunately, a possibility when it comes to drugs and using. But Lisa also knows that that's what comes with the territory as she decides to still use it. I would hope that everybody would stop just trying to place blame on who was responsible before it or why it happened, except for the person that was smoking it and blah blah blah. Like, for example, if I passed away and I just received some money from my man because I asked him for it, but then I overdosed, I don't think my man should be held responsible for my overdose because it was something that I went and did and I decided to go pick up. Like, I knew the risks that were going to happen before and after I did it. I think Lisa's a grown ass woman and makes decisions for herself, and she knows the severity of what happens when you do too much or like any type of drug, even if you have never done this drug ever in your life and it's the first time you're doing it. Like, I feel like she is grown enough to realize that she puts herself at risk every single day.
Yeah, I just want to add, I definitely do. And if something would ever happen to me, it would not be your fault or anybody else's, but my fault. Even the drug dealer, it would be my fault.
Well, you can say that, Lisa. You can say that all day long. But you have family members that love you and that do not want to get that phone call. And I promise you, if anything happens to you, they are going to be looking for people to blame.
Yes, ma'am.
So where is your friendship there with Kim?
Pardon? I'm not sure. Can you re-ask that?
Where is your friendship? You know that there are family members of yours that blame Kim. There are people close to you that blame Kim. So where is your friendship with Kim there?
Well,
when do you draw the line and say it's enough and I need to grow my ass up and go do what's responsible to do?
Well, I
Because your
mean,
excuses are getting old.
the only family member I know that blames Kim is, I mean, I don't know if the girls do, but I know Ronnie does for some reason, I guess because of the payment apps. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, when somebody does pass away, whether it's, suddenly, car accident, OD, anything, yeah, the family does always usually look for somebody to point the finger at, and that's not gonna happen, hopefully, ever. I know it could happen, but I don't want to put that on her. Like, I don't know, or anybody, there could be somebody on her that gives it to me thinking like it's for the t-shirts, right? And it happens. I don't want anybody to ever, that's what I'm saying. It's my fault if anything would ever happen. Mine, it is.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, there's so much out there right now. And every time somebody gets something, they're getting something that they have no idea what's in there.
Yes,
And
ma'am. Yeah, it's
okay,
scary. It's very scary.
so the time is now. Pick yourself up and get on that bus and go do what you need to do.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I got to stop dragging my feet and do it. I'm trying. I just started way too late.
All right. Well, that's really all I
It's,
wanted to
it's
say.
never too late. I don't
No,
think it's
no, I know. Yeah.
It's absolutely not. And I have listened to you and listened to you. And in the beginning, I tried to find reasons to think, how could I help her? How could I help her? But nobody can help you
But
until
me.
you want to be helped.
Yes, you're very right. I didn't realize that until about a month ago, but you're right.
Okay. Well, I think that's all I wanted to say.
Right. Thank you for being respectful, and I do appreciate your opinion, and you're right. You are very right.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, honey.
Jamie, do you want to go?
Yes. Hello, ladies. Kim, I had a question for you, and if you don't feel comfortable, I totally get it. And forgive me if someone's already asked this. I haven't been here the whole time. So it's been established that Lisa, has blown up your phone all day, every day, like day and night, like texting, calling, voicemails. And my curiosity is, doesn't this put a strain on you and your man's relationship? Because I know it'd probably drive my husband crazy. So I'm curious
Not
about that.
no.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't put a strain on my man's relationship whatsoever.
Okay, well that's good, because I was just curious, because I know if someone was blowing up my phone, like while I'm sleeping and while I'm with him, it would drive him crazy, like to a point. But
Yeah, no, I can understand that, but he doesn't get upset about that type of stuff. Sometimes if my phone is vibrating in the middle of the night, he kind of is already like, hey, Lisa's calling, and like will wake me up or something.
Yeah.
It does not. There's never been a time where he's like put his foot down and was like, you need to stop talking to Lisa now, or
No,
like,
Dan's really chill. He's a really chill, easygoing guy. He really is deeply in love with Kim, and birds of a feather flock together. He really loves Kim, and didn't you say Kim you knew him since grade school?
yeah.
Yeah, he's just a cool dude, and yeah, she's right. I've never heard him in the background say anything bad ever, when he probably would have a right to, and he still never has done it. He's a real chill dude, nice guy.
I also didn't just mean phone call wise. I meant something like financially too. Like, doesn't that put a strain? Like, doesn't that stress you both out financially?
Financially, there has been times where he would be upset if I have done too much for that week or something like that. I mean, I guess I didn't think of it financially, but he's not like, get out now or choose Lisa or me, or he's not
Or
like,
whooping your ass around the house, or right.
yeah. I mean, he does
Right,
get up.
no. I didn't expect him to be like like that. Like he would
No,
respect or
no.
respond that way. No.
I'm just being sarcastic, honey. It's just
But no,
because
yeah,
I know she doesn't like really, I guess, like talking about Dan, so I was kind of trying to like lighten the mood a little bit, you know.
there
Right. Well,
has
I
been
was asking.
fans
Go
like,
ahead.
why are you giving this woman that? Go
ahead. It's okay.
Why are you giving this woman that doesn't really respect you so much money? Like, why do you care? Blah blah blah. Why am I working so much to support Lisa? She's not even around. Blah blah blah. There has been times where he's like brought it up, but it was never like a situation of where we got into a big blown out fight about it. It might be like a couple snarred comments here or there, but it's never put a strain on relationship either, you know?
Right. Are you ever anxious though that I'll reach a breaking point one day? Because there's only so much you or him could take, especially in this economy. Like we're all struggling, and it can reach a boiling point. And doesn't that make you anxious? That could happen.
So I was trying to light my cigarette.
You're fine.
I mean, Dan has put up with my shit for over, like, I don't know how much of his life. So, I feel like I've done a lot worse.
Dude, I was just about to come on and say that. I was about to be like, girl, you should hear Kim's shit. You don't got to say it, but I was about to say it.
And I've kind of done a lot worse than just have a friend and helped her with money. And I'm not saying like, I'm just saying my own actions and my own excuses of lying and stuff like that for in the past. Like when I was living in Florida, he would help me pay my rent, and I would lie to him a lot about like excuses of why I needed money. So there's just been time. I mean, Lisa, I don't know how to explain it. There's just been times where it's just been worse than what it is right now. Like for him to be mad at me about certain things, you know, but yeah, of course I'm scared that it would eventually put a strain on our relationship. And if that was to come, I would be able to see the signs of him being more disappointed or more in a bad mood every day, and then that's when I would know that I would have to tone it down a bit and back up. But he hasn't really acted like that yet. So
Well, okay, I'm almost done, but like another thing, like a different side is like doesn't he's aware is he aware of what the things Lisa said about you, like especially in those lives recently?
no.
I was gonna say because like doesn't he get angry or pissed off that someone's talking about that way? I know that neither of you are perfect, but I imagine he'd be pretty defensive or pissed off that someone would be talking about his woman like that. That's all.
No, yeah. If he has seen those, he would probably be really upset. Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, that's all I really had to ask because I just was trying to see this from that point of view. Because I know if I was in your situation with my husband, he would put his foot down a long time ago, or
No,
just
yeah.
been defensive or something, you know?
No, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have. Someone else can go. I'll step down. Thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Kim, can I go real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. I'm not sure if you recognize my name. I was in Melita's lives. I'm one of her mods.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. I just want to go back to when you were in Melita's live. Both now last night you just wanted to hang out, chill with us, that kind of thing, which was wonderful.
Yep.
The night before, you had a good bit of talk with Reaper and Villain and everything, and they made sure you were aware Lisa has the ability to go to rehab at any time without you having to buy a ticket. But I wanted to let you know, do you realize there were approximately 1,200 people in that live that night?
The one that I was in?
The first night of the 2 nights you were
Yep.
in, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, and the comments were fairly respectful for you.
Correct.
Yeah, we made sure that there was nothing out of line or anything like that. You have support, you have a platform, and you have people that are willing to listen. And I will commend you, because for anyone that was not in that live, Kim did step up. She did take accountability for a lot of the things that she did, and she put herself out there. And I just want to remind you of the things that the people said and how many people actually were there for you and listened to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up. I know last night I was super upset, and so I just told Melita that I was willing to come up and just stay on mute for a bit, just to kind of like have company and stay busy, I guess. I kept crying, not to even
Yes.
gain sympathy off of people. I'm just upset about like the friendship thing going on with me and Lisa. No, I do know that I have support. I really do. And I just don't want like to I don't know the thing. Like I want to be able to support Lisa. I really do, but I just want to be able to support her without having to give her money every day, and be able to support her like as if she ever needs a friend, or if she really wanted to go to rehab and she needs a bus ticket, or if she just like I feel like there are so many other ways that you can support someone other than just being an ATM.
Correct.
But
You're
you do
willing
that
to
though
give.
too. Like you're the one I do go to for everything you just said, honey. You know what I mean?
You're willing to
Right?
give her emotional support, but like Reaper and all said, actions speak louder than words. You don't need to do the financial. If she and Lisa knows, pick up the phone, call Tech, she'll get you there. She'll leave tonight. Everybody knows it. But I just want to extend to you, Kim, anytime you want to come into Melita's and hang out and just chill with us, you are more than welcome.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. I really do. And I do want people to know that me and Lisa do have other types of conversations. I think I've mentioned this a couple times, where it's not always just about drugs. She'll come to me about things that upset her. I'll go to her about things that upset me. And it could be have nothing to do with talk. It just has everything to do with everyday life, right? But I also was just more her on the fact that she could go online and view all of this stuff to try and make me look like I am a piece of shit. But
Can you mute Samantha? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say she was
no, it's okay.
interrupting you.
but then again, I do try and justify on why she does that, and it's just because of her addiction, but that excuse can only go for so many times before it starts to actually genuinely toll on your mental, and then make you feel like that, like, this is what a friend
No,
does.
it was wrong. 100% wrong. Even addiction or not, I should have never went on and said, even if I felt like that, I should have never publicly went and said a fucking word. And like I said, I apologize publicly to you. I apologize, privately. And yeah, that is totally me. Like, yeah, I fucked up. I should not have done that at all. At all.
And I agree, and I appreciate you saying, Lisa, taking accountability for what you said even yesterday on your live, because you have been a bit unhinged and really ugly towards Kim. But I just wanted to remind her of what those words of encouragement and things that you got from Villain, and you got from Reaper, and you got from Melita, and you got from all the ones that were up on that panel for you, Kim. I just wanted to remind you of that.
No, I know. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll drop down. But yeah, I just felt like with so many people bashing everybody, you needed to know that you did have a place to speak your mind, and you did have a place where you accepted accountability, and people do need to know that you were very accountable. I'm not going to say I trust and believe 100% of everything. Like Reaper said, actions speak louder than words, and everybody hopes that you step up and you follow through with all the things you said. But I just wanted to remind you, you do have a place where you can go and hang and chill out and just be surrounded by people that aren't going to attack.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much, too. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, have a good night. Oh, okay. What was I gonna say? I think I was gonna say something, because people are wondering where I get my money when I decide to help Lisa, and not that it's anyone's business where my money comes from. Not that I owe anybody an explanation of where my money comes from, but I do have a man that works extremely hard every single day of his life, sometimes 7 days a week, that gets paid some good fucking money for doing installation. Not installation, not INSTALLISTION. No, I probably spelled that wrong. Insulation. INSULATION. So, no, I'm not grabbing money from other people's businesses or bank accounts or PayPals or Cash Apps. It's dead ass coming from my man's bank account. That's it. That's where I get my money. Lisa's cold medicine. You want to go next?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I have a question for Lisa.
Seriously?
No, I can't ask. It's really
No, you
really
can
fast.
ask. The name's just funny.
Well, I appreciate that. My question for you has to do with personality disorders, and if you know when you first started exhibiting symptoms of antisocial personality disorder.
Who are you asking, me or Kimmy?
Oh, I'm asking you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It had to have been even in grade school. I always just felt more comfortable having one friend or no friends. I felt more comfortable, being in the house in a safe space. So it definitely was grade school, my whole life that I can remember, honestly.
I think you're misunderstanding the personality disorder that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just like not being social. Antisocial personality disorder has to do with constantly being deceitful, irritability, aggressiveness, lack of remorse, disregard for safety of yourself and others.
That honestly, same thing. A child, my dad, he was never abusive towards us physically or, anything, but verbally, I had to always lie a lot, to I don't want to say not get picked on, but I had to lie over the stupidest shit to just
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
save myself.
that's clearly obvious, Lisa. We all know you're a liar. That's kind of the point. So
Yeah.
you're really good at it, actually. You should maybe even consider getting a bus ticket to like California and using it to be an actress because you're a really great actress. We know that.
Well, yeah, it had to, like I said, been just from lying about the silly, having to lie about the silliest things to keep myself ungrounded, things like that.
Yeah. What I'm finding the most like the funniest at this point is how you've got such different personalities here in Discord versus TikTok. You're such like a raging lunatic on TikTok. You can have all the people saying the exact same things that we're saying in this Discord, but you just rage. And it's clearly acting. Like, we know you're getting attention and getting views from it. Like, nobody's stupid, but you can
Yeah.
get in here and you're sweet little innocent Lisa. Every
Well-
once in a while, when you need your fix, you'll flip out. But
Well-
most of the time, you're a really good actress in here.
This in here is honestly like my
This is the real you?
personality. Yeah, this is my personality.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got
But
it.
on
Tell me more lies, girl. Come on, I'm listening. No? Did I get booted? No, she's just done with me.
You weren't muted. Did she just stop? She just went on mute for a second, or?
Yeah, I guess she needed to go hit the pipe. That's all right. I'll move on.
I'm sure there's something.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, you can lie to me too if you want to.
Well, I think she left.
Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Damn. Oh well.
I don't
Thanks
know
for the
how
fun.
I'm lying to you too. I'm not with her. I don't know what she's doing, and I haven't talked.
No, but we know you're texting her. Come
No,
on.
I'm not texting her. Actually,
Girl, y'all are so good. Like, go with her to California, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Kim, I just have a quick question. Because we all know Kim's not going to rehab at all. She was going this morning. Now she was going tomorrow morning. Now she's going to get an ID on a Saturday afternoon to go on Sunday. So we all know she's not going, right? So my question is, were you in on the live for the last 3 weeks about her going to rehab?
I was actually genuinely making three-way calls with her to try and get her into the rehab, whether it was calling Bowling Green or whether it was calling her clinic to try and get them to fax the papers over or to email the papers. It was just back and forth. I genuinely tried, and each day it just kept getting put off for a little bit longer. So eventually
Don't you think you should be going also? Because we all saw the straw in your hand yesterday. We all heard the cutting and the scraping of what your friend was doing next to you. We saw the look on your face when you realized you were holding the straw.
making assumptions, and just because you saw a straw, you have no idea about anything else. Like,
We heard the scraping and the cutting. We know what that is, Kim.
Not even anybody with me.
She was talking next to you.
No, she wasn't.
It's on recording. Go look it up on TikTok, honey.
Hey, I don't need to go look it up. Like, you don't know anything about anything that goes on in my life. Just because I had a piece of a cut up straw next to me, like.
But you're saying nobody was standing next to you while she was literally speaking to you.
I don't. I'm saying
You could hear the
they're
cutting and the
like
scraping.
cutting what up? What are we fucking cutting
Probably
up?
meth.
Meth? You cut meth up?
That's your DOC if
No,
you're going
you
to snip
fucking
it, right?
smoke, stupid bitch. Like, get the fuck off here. Next.
You smoke meth, you don't cut it up. That was like the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
You smoke fucking meth. You don't cut meth up. Like,
Oh god.
I had I'm not even going to explain why I had a straw in my hand because no matter what, I lie about everything. So, it's whatever. You guys can think whatever the fuck you want. I was on Melita's live the other day and I said that I still do benzos. I'm not lying about shit. So, I've been brutally honest about everything that I fucking do.
And you don't and you don't have to. Like honestly, it's your choice to be on TikTok. It's your choice to tell anybody anything. So for you to come out and say what you're doing and stuff like that, you know, like you're just being honest and trying to be transparent with people. And I know you have lied and have done whatever, but people need to like fuck.
I don't know. I've just been trying to be like as honest as possible with everything that I've done. I've been trying to be very up for like just I don't know the words for it. Just I've been very open about how I was helping Lisa get money, that I've been giving her money, that I make her PayPals, that I am doing downers. Like, I mean, I don't even owe you guys any type of explanation, and it's no one's business. Like,
exactly.
You're like, I don't have to give you an explanation. I'm willingly telling you what I've been doing in my life. You don't have to keep like trying to like make it something that it's not.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. It's your choice to be here and even talk to us, even have this Discord right now. And for people to say shit like that, that's crazy. It's wild. Honestly.
I don't know.
But they're gonna nitpick apart any little fucking thing. Yeah, I mean, like literally any little thing. You could
Yeah.
be drinking a drink on TikTok and they're gonna say there's alcohol in it. You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, I know. And you don't think that was embarrassing of me having the straw in my hand? Obviously, it was embarrassing as fuck. Like,
yeah, exactly.
now I obviously have to deal with the consequences of it. And I understand that, but stop trying to make it like everybody thinks that I'm like I don't know. I'm telling you what I do for my drugs, my drug of choice. And I've always been super honest about how I've used to shoot up heroin and fucking will always probably be a fucking heroin addict in my life. Like, that is my drug of choice. It always has been. But I've been getting the Sublocade shot. So that's been helping me with my cravings. And it's just been helping me not do heroin and actually not shoot it up. So just because I am doing downers once in a while, if that makes me a horrible person, then I guess that makes me a horrible person. But if it's a prescription that I get, it's a prescription that I get. Like, I don't know. It's just insane that people always try and fucking make it like no matter what
I get it, girl.
They're gonna be mad about if I'm getting a prescription, if I'm not getting a prescription, if I'm on the shot, if I'm not on the shot, if I'm shooting heroin, if I'm not shooting heroin. You guys are always gonna have something to say about it, no matter what. Like,
Yep. It's everyone has an opinion about everything. They're never gonna stop. You could literally be an angel going to church every day, and they'll have something to say about that.
I know. I don't know. It just is crazy.
And by the way, good job with trying to stay sober and all that kind of stuff. I know that's real freaking hard.
And then people are like, oh, you're sitting here texting her, blah, blah, blah. I've been ignoring her messages all day long. Her phone calls all day long. I had no idea that she was going to come up and do the Discord. That's why she was here on a different name. I don't even remember the name that she came up on at first. It was
Yeah,
like
me neither.
it was a completely different name. I didn't know it was her. And then that's why my whole mood changed. Like, I don't know.
I know. I'm sorry. And tonight was supposed to be about you. And I think that, I mean, if you still want to, that we know you and get to know you and something like that because, I mean, this is your Discord. I know it's surviving Lisa, but it's you are the one who's surviving her. You know what I'm saying? You're the one who, I mean, yeah, she has other people who she's scammed and whatever, but you know, you're the one who's right there every single day. So I do think that, you know, I would love to get to know you. I know there's a bunch of people that would love to get to know you and actually just like, you know, talk about normal shit for once instead of just, you know, talking about this bad shit and just bashing everyone 24/7.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, if anybody else has any other questions, I'm here. If not, I'm probably gonna end up eventually going into Melita's live and hanging out. So
Okay. Well, I'm done, but I hope you have a good night and I'm going to be here to support you and if you ever need to talk, my DMs are open, girl.
thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Like whether it was yeah. So do you see that for her it is she's benefiting from you? I was shocked that she came in and acted like she hadn't trash talked you for the last 2 days. How does that make you feel?
Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that it's a one-sided friendship. It's just kind of hard to like grasp when it's someone that you have literally dedicated your last 6 months of your life to just to kind of try and maybe like I'm not sure if I was doing it to like impress her or to want to like be like pay her to be my friend or I don't know. I obviously know that it was super one-sided and unfortunately there's not much that I could do. I can't force someone to want to be my friend for free. So
I mean, it's really, you're grieving the loss of the friendship and it's going to be hard, but you deserve to be treated better. I mean, like I said in the beginning, I don't condone either things that you guys have done, but I also think that everybody deserves to have a friend that actually cares about your well-being.
yeah.
Kim, she's abusive towards you. Maybe not physically because she's not next to you, but she's emotionally, mentally, and financially abusive towards you. And to me, I was waiting to speak to her when she was still here because I wanted to understand why she was in your Discord, pretending like she had not said anything at all. She spoke like she didn't say anything. She acted like she didn't say anything. And that's what an abuser does. I'm going to kick your ass one day, and the following day, I'm going to pretend like it didn't happen. So you pretend it didn't happen. It's disgusting. And I can see your side. When you care about somebody, you don't want to let go. Which is why I said to her when she came on, oh, I don't want to. I said, well, then you, Lisa, let her go. Let her go heal by herself. Let Kim go do it by herself. Did you notice she didn't leave? And in the chat, everybody was like, Lisa, get out of here. Lisa, leave. This isn't about you. And she didn't. She literally pretended like she didn't call you a one-armed cunt. Like she didn't say this and that. Like she pretended like nothing wrong had happened. That's an abusive mentality. And
No,
she can't say, "Oh, I'm just quick-tempered. I'm not thinking, and I'm scared of myself when I lose my." No, those are all excuses you're making. This is just who you are. Accept it. That's just who she is. Kim, I'll tell you again. The best thing for you to do, as much as it hurts your feelings, you need to cut the woman off. She is not your friend. She isn't. I can tell you that you can call me Kim whenever you want. I don't know anything about drugs. But if you want to talk about random stuff, I'm willing to talk about random stuff with you. But Lisa is not your friend. And I just kind of want you to think about it. And then you'll see. Just go back and look at all these clips of what she said. A friend would never do that. Ever.
Yeah. No, you're right. I know.
So I would tell you, and I know it's hard for you, I would tell you to kick her off of your server. Because it was such audacity for her to be in your Discord, talking to everybody, answering questions, giving her 2 cents. Like she didn't just hurt you. Like it didn't just happen at all.
I completely respect everything that you are saying, and I definitely understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how I would be able, or I just don't feel like I would be able to kick her out of the Discord, seeing how, like, almost she's the main topic in the Discord, or like the main.
But she doesn't have to be.
Always told
Just
her.
know that.
No, yeah, you're right. She doesn't have to be, but a lot of people are stuck in the Lisa shit show saga.
Yeah.
And that's always going to happen, Kim, but you do realize that you may not be able to do it now, but eventually you'll get to that point where it will get easier. It's like breaking up with somebody, you know what I mean? That's what you're basically doing. I mean, this girl was on live this afternoon, like calling you out because you weren't answering the phone. Oh, but it's not about money. It's not about money. But then she also said that you were the one who told the internet that she wasn't picking up her K-pins anymore. Meanwhile, it was fucking her on her own Discord server thing. Like, why do you want to put yourself through that?
Yeah.
It'll happen, Kim. The day will come when you're like, okay, enough is enough.
I mean, I feel like you guys don't have to believe me, but I am at a point of where I am done giving her money. So if that's all that she wants from me is money, and that's the only reason why she's contacting me, then I will not be answering. I just don't feel like I can kick her out of the Discord because on Melita's live the other day, I did tell her that she's always welcome in the Discord. I don't think that every single time we hold a stage thing or anything like that, that she's going to come in and pop up. I really don't think that. I think that I don't know why she did it today, But like yesterday when I was
She wanted to grab the attention, Kim, because she was getting nothing but hate and negativity on TikTok and nobody was helping her. So she wanted to come on here and shift the story to look like she was, oh yeah, you're right. I did do that. I'm sorry. I am a bad friend. I told Kim I would leave. It's all a manipulation tactic.
Yeah, that was very manipulative whenever she's like, Kim, if you want me to, I'll leave so you can feel comfortable. If you tell me to, she should have just left. She shouldn't even have offered that. She should have just dropped, went on about her business. She didn't do it because she was trying to manipulate you. That's why she did what she did. She made this fake offer, knowing that you were not going to tell her to get off, knowing she didn't want to get off. But she's probably like, if I say it with my mouth, I can later on down the road say, well, I did offer her, but she didn't say anything. I don't know, Kim.
No,
Hopefully it's close for you.
it's valid. Trust me, and I'm listening and I hear it. You know.
Yeah. Well, okay, Kim. I guess I'll see you over in Melita's live.
Okay, have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Michelle.
Hey, Kim.
Hi, Talia Mama.
Hi. I just wanted to know, first of all, are you okay?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Now, I've been that person where you are, okay, that you care so much, but people have taken advantage of you for money. And you still care and you want to be their friend, and it's hard to cut them off. You'll know when you're done. If she comes back to you and asks you for another dollar, you'll know when it's time. Trust me. But I also want you to know there was a woman up here earlier who told you and was telling you about what's going to happen if something happens to Lisa and you were the one who gave her money. Okay? That what if her family members come and, try and put the blame on you?
Yeah.
You need to be careful. And I'm only saying that because I was that family member. Okay? My sister died.
I'm so sorry
And
that has happened to you. And the last couple days I haven't been giving her money, and thank God that when I was helping her with money, nothing like that has happened. So I'm gonna make sure from here on out that it's not gonna come back to me if that does happen.
just don't give her money, honey.
No, yeah,
Okay? You need to protect you. And that's what's important here, okay?
yeah, no, you're right.
And that's why I wanted you to know. Okay? My situation was a little different with my sister. Okay? But I wanted you to know because you need to protect you. And I would hate to see anything happen to you because if you sound like you have a great heart and you are caring. You're being honest. You're sitting here saying, hey, I did do this. You're taking accountability for it. But just be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay? And I'm here if you need to talk anything. All right?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. All right?
Have a good night.
You too, hon. Bye.
Bye. Michelle, do you want to see if your mic works this time? So, okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you see at the bottom of the screen where you raise your hand or where you leave the stage, if you can swipe up there and click change audio output, there should be an option for iPhone, speaker. If you're on your Bluetooth, it will tell you to disconnect that. If that didn't work, you're going to go up in the right corner with the 3 dots, top right corner. You're going to click that and click voice settings. And when you go into your voice settings, the volume should be up. The soundboard volume should be up. Just make sure. I'm pretty sure that's it. Other than that, I don't know what. Maybe you have to hold your mic down. Have you tried holding it down to talk? Bella Grace, did you want to go or? Okay, well, thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm gonna end up going over to Melita's live, just hanging out with them. She normally goes live every night at 9 p.m. But I appreciate you all. Hope you have a good day. And thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support and all of your advice. And just thank you for being you. Stay safe and have a good night.